This is Frankie McDowell, my own TV station live in Sydney, Nova Scotia. Here's my summer 2015-2016 forecast for Australia. It's going to be really hot, dry summer in Australia starting on December 21st, 2015. It's going to bring very dry conditions and really hot weather. That's going to cause a lot of brush fires in Australia, especially during January and February in Australia, since the El Nino is very strong in Australia, especially in the middle of Australia. It's going to bring very hot and humid conditions in Sydney, Australia, Melbourne, Australia, and East Coast of Australia. It's going to be a below average tropical cyclone season. People in Australia, especially in the East Coast of Australia, you need to keep an eye on tropical cyclones still, because there could be tropical cyclones headed your way, especially in Northern Australia and East Coast of Australia. That's going to bring very hot temperatures. It's going to bring very humid conditions in Melbourne, Australia, and Sydney, Australia. Since the El Nino is very strong, that's going to cause very hot, dry summer in Australia, especially in Sydney, Australia. That's going to cause a lot of brush fires in the countryside in Australia. I want the people to keep all the kangaroos safe. If you have any advice for me, do not go near brush fires, since the brush fire season is going to be intense in Australia this year because the El Nino shows so strong in Australia. It's going to bring very hot temperatures and very humid conditions in Brisbane, Australia, Canberra, Australia, Sydney, Australia, and Melbourne, Australia. It's going to bring very hot temperatures in Perth, Australia. I recommend people to head to the beach and go swimming. And if you don't go too far, stay near the shores for people living in Australia, especially all across Australia. Drink lots of fluids and drink lots of water to keep you hydrated. Have your air conditioners ready. Have your fans ready. Have your sunglasses, hats ready. Because it's going to be very hot and humid summer in Sydney, Australia, and Melbourne, Australia. Have your fans and air conditioners ready to keep the house cool. Limit your outdoor activities such as playing tennis, badminton, walking, running, biking, and jogging for people living in Australia. Since it's going to be very hot summer once again in the second half of the summer, watch out for tropical cyclones headed for East Coast Australia. Keep an eye on the tropical cyclones East Coast Australia in the second half of the summer, in Southern Hemisphere summer. If everybody living in Australia, be prepared for it. Very hot, dry summer of 2015-2016. Take care, stay safe. Don't get too hot, stay cool, be safe.